Hello everybody, welcome to this very cool series. We're going to once again be having me needing to swap the players so we can go ahead and have the food counts in the right spot. We're going to have RGN.artist, very strong Terran player, spawning the bottom left, going up against viOLet, the red Zerg in the top right. And this is a very interesting game. I'm kind of curious at why Artist is okay with this map and why he didn't veto it. This is a very solid Zerg map. Zerg gets a very large amount of spaces to expand to. We saw earlier today in one of the earlier rounds, Heaven on Earth playing against Kyo, CVG's Kyo, and by the end of the game, it was every single one of these bases on the right side was completely controlled by the Zerg. I've seen some very nice ZVTs on this map. I'm immediately recalling. It was who was it? It was Radak Chill against some kind of, I think it was against like IP Biomech or VP Biomech on this map, and within 15 minutes, Radak Chill had every one of these bases. He had Ultra Tech out, and he had Fungals out, and he was able to wreck. This is a very nice Zerg map, and I'm curious what Artist is going to be doing on this map, for what plan he's going to have. There is a very open natural expansion, so we could be seeing some kind of Hellion play. If we saw that out of him, I would not be surprised at all. It's a very standard TVZ build, but Artist could easily just be going for his normal, just gasless fast expand, as that'll be a nice move for him with this sort of smallish choke that he would need to defend. Could definitely be done. viOLet could easily get a fast 3 bases too. This third is not the best third possible. You still have an entrance here through an entrance over here that can be made larger through these destructible debris, because then you lead to choke to your natural expansion. And the third also has a wide choke down here that would need to be defended, or at least be seen. But control of these watchtowers are very important in controlling the ground army attack patterns. If viOLet had those, then he might be able to defend which base he needs to from what angle, based on where he sees the units coming in. Here we have Artist going for an expansion even faster than the Orbital Command. It's a very interesting timing for him. He's actually now got 16 SCVs instead of 15 with that expansion timing. I think that's actually probably more mathematically beneficial than going for the 15 Orbital Command and then the natural expansion. So good play by Artist. Terran should probably steal that. Hint, hint, if Terrans are watching. So now viOLet is here. Look, there we go. Seemed to do a nice job of running around the drone, making sure that there are no bunkers that are in play. And there we have the nice transfer of all those drones. And this guy's going to end up going, never mind, it gets grabbed. And then immediately go for those gases. viOLet deviating. Oh, never mind. He's just doing a gas trick to get out his queens. And there we have the spine crawler going down as well. So now we're going to have Artist once again rebelling against the evil neutral Terran that lies in his face, as Artist is the real Terran, and he's going to kill off his supply depot. So this command center is about to complete. We see a Marine moving forward, going to continue to attack supply depot, and immediately an Orbital Command gets more from Artist down there. So Artist does have a nice bit of SCV count. Looking around over here, spine crawlers getting closer and closer to being done. No third base for viOLet. He seems to be comfortable leading into the game with 2 bases only, and then going for the massive amounts of bases afterwards, with the massive amounts of units, huge amounts of units. It's crazy. I think the last game he won it just with 3 bases, with an influx of all of a sudden, hello, 25 mutalisks going into the base of Artist. That really caught Artist off guard. He was not ready for those mutas. In the last game, viOLet really delayed his lair tech a lot, and it seems like he may be doing the same thing this game, though. He's got 3 guys in Extractor, could easily get a faster lair and go for mutas a lot more quickly. But he has popped forward, he sees the bunker and knows exactly what's going on for Artist. However, he didn't see those gases. That's a really nice thing that he might have been able to see. Now we've got the factory going down and the reactor. So it seems that Artist is literally doing the identical build from the last game. He guess he's feeling better on this map, but this is a longer map than Terminus in terms of the walk pattern that these players have to go through. viOLet's going for a Roach Warren, still no lair tech whatsoever, no third, and it seems that Artist is going to go ahead and be content to get Hellions out in order to try and put some pressure onto viOLet. viOLet is ahead in the worker count 33 or 36 now to 29. No more drones are being made right now. viOLet's producing 4 Overlords instead. Really does not want to be supply blocked for very long. but this extractor is now being mined from. No lair tech, but the gas count is climbing. 10 lings are on the way as these 2 Hellions are approaching the front. There is 1 spine crawler. Creep tumor is out in the front, so we can see if the Hellions will be massing up down here. We can see right away, Artist is moving to the right, looking for the 3rd base, as there are lings here ready and waiting to hit those Hellions. They're going to move forward, and immediately Artist pulls back. Very nice timing on the pulling them back. Notice he could not do a single bit of damage in that scenario, but now we're going to see Artist once again fully walling off with all of this applied. It was a great way to funnel Zerglings and make sure that they are as ineffective as possible. viOLet is here. He's going to go ahead and start vomiting some larvae. Look at the energy on his queen. If he vomits now, it would be almost perfect. 2 energy on the natural queen. The main queen is also almost perfect. Very nice showing of just Zerg mechanics. So here are the 2 Hellions running around. We have 7 roaches that are just being made, and starports going to be thrown down. And it seems that Artist has deviated from the last game in getting out his siege tanks in siege mode much quicker, which is a great thing to do. Those Hellions did not do crazy amounts of damage in the last game. viOLet, however, has got a lot of roaches, a lot of beefy roaches. He may be actually thinking that Artist is going for more Hellions than Artist actually is. So with this refinery pretty much almost done, we're going to see a lot of tech coming out from Artist as his starport is also approaching completion. Stim is not done yet though, and if viOLet can hit before that Stim is done, that'll be a nice vulnerability that he can take advantage of. Also though, note that there's still no lair tech. It's just 2 bases from viOLet, and he's going to go for a massive baneling bust with these roaches, and this is going to be crazy deadly. viOLet's going to push forward, maybe take out the destructible or debris to help himself get a better angle of attack. But now let's see, there is no combat shield. Stim has completed, but now we're moving forward. The siege mode is there. All the banelings are moving forward, dealing damage. The roaches are there going to try and hit those siege tanks, but it seems that Artist moving forward, doing a great job of funneling away those roaches, and all of a sudden Artist is looking like he has just defended a very nice play by viOLet, and all of a sudden viOLet kind of looks like he was a little bit all in that. Still no lair tech. He needs to get that started. But the main thing I want to note is the drone count is now 40 to 45, and viOLet just produced a lot of drones. He needs to re-drone a lot and try and get up his expo. Now we're going to see Artist doing some nice, actually a Hellion micro to try and deal with those links. He might be able to save the Hellions. Be really close. No, barely. This 1 hero ling, 9 health left, would have died to 1 more shot from that Hellion. It survives and gets that kill. Now Artist is going to go ahead and completely counterattack. 10 drones in production. As we can see that the lair did get started for viOLet, but it's all of a sudden not looking so good for viOLet. Artist has got a lot of units left. Let's look at the units lost tab for a second. It is so vastly in favor of Artist. It's kind of disgusting. 65 units lost to 20, and 3 times the resources lost. That is ridiculously good for Artist, and now he gets to kill off an Overlord. Not going to supply block him, but take a look at how late viOLet's 3rd is. It seems that Artist may actually be underestimating his position. He doesn't seem like he's going to be... There we go. Now he actually is going to push out. I saw him load the bunker, and I was kind of confused at that point. But he's actually... Oh, he's not hockeyed. Those units... There we go. Now he's going to finally start getting out of the hockey. Still, look at the vision. This watchtower is being controlled by viOLet. He doesn't see the army moving down. If they move down... No, they're going to move up. They should be moving down, so they can be outside of that vision. There they're moving forward. And now viOLet's going to realize the army pushing forward, and that... Ling is going to die, maybe not, but now we're going to see if Artist is going to move forward, kill 1 Ling and get completely surrounded, kill another Ling, but now we see him moving down the smarter pathway to keep himself hidden, as this 1 SE is going to move forward, and all I know is Artist is got to be seeing blood with this hatchery on the right not being quite done yet. He's going to be just like, yes, I get to kill it, no 3rd for you, it will be denied, but all these Lings are moving down for a counter attack. But I don't know if it's going to do anything, as Artist is going to be able to kill off this expansion probably without too much difficulty, as these things are moving forward on the left, trying to go ahead and deal damage with it. Now we see the siege happening against this hatchery. The banelings are being morphed, but there is no central hooks quite yet. They're about to be finished, though. That's going to help out a lot, but goodbye to all those units. These lings are still just staying over there, just trying to be there for the possibility of a counterattack. viOLet is down 40 food. This is not looking good for him at all. The siege tank count is pretty healthy, and now we're going to have all those banes there. They do have centrifugal hooks, but the upgrades are 0-0. 1-1 is almost done. but Lings are here, and it seems that Artist is going to be aggressive, inching forward his tanks, moving forward, trying to get the nice tank position. These Lings are still here, waiting for that counterattack as Artist is going to continue pushing forward, taking out some creep tumors, being aggressive. He can utilize his choke to his own advantage, but as of right now, viOLet is still not using these Lings. He's, I don't know if I forgot about them, but there's another army from Artist moving out, and viOLet does have vision of that, and he might, seeing these units push out, send in those Lings, but so the Artist is going to go ahead and regroup his entire army. As you can see that he's got, actually, I think he has 2 different hotkeys for it. Look at that, 2 different hotkeys for these armies. He knows their power, but now full wall is there. There's nothing those Lings will be able to do. viOLet did try and push them in. But now Artist, with his very interesting move of having different hotkeys for these sections of the army, I like that a lot. He has all his siege tanks hotkey by themselves. This is a really, really good setup. I'm just kind of, I'm really liking that. Now we're going to see this hatchery taking damage from this one Marine. It does have the +1 attack. Artist is now going to be working on getting out his expansion at a pretty much safe timing. He's already forced a lot of death upon viOLet. He's got to be feeling pretty content. viOLet does have his 1-1 now, though. viOLet, though, also has a lot of gas saved up for the Spire it's about to complete. We're going to be seeing a lot of mutas being made as the Spire now completes. viOLet does not have the food for it. There goes, continue pushing in, though. Deal a lot of damage. Lings, Banes, everything moving forward. We've been nice spread of the Marines. Just so many units. Siege tanks are taking damage, but look at the health that these guys are taking. One more thing, yeah, that is GG called by viOLet, and Artist will be able to take game number 2.